Chapter 1. The Unstoppable Mindset. Welcome to the first chapter of becoming unstoppable as a person. In this chapter, we'll explore the key concept that will shape your journey to becoming truly unstoppable: your mindset. A mindset is not just a way of thinking. It is the lens through which you view the world, your challenges, and your potential. Your mindset can either fuel your growth or limit it. But the most powerful thing about a mindset is that it's within your control. The journey to becoming unstoppable begins here by developing a mindset that fuels your personal power. A mindset that doesn't just accept obstacles but embraces them as opportunities to grow. A mindset that doesn't falter in the face of failure but uses it as stepping stones to success. The foundation of an unstoppable mindset, at the core of an unstoppable mindset, is the belief that you can learn, adapt, and grow no matter what. This belief is grounded in a growth mindset, a concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset embraces challenges, sees effort as the path to mastery, and learns from mistakes. It is the opposite of a fixed mindset, which believes that talents and abilities are static and cannot be improved. An unstoppable person does not give in to limitations. They see potential in every moment and every experience. Every challenge becomes a chance to improve, and every setback is simply a lesson on the path to success. This mindset shift requires a deep understanding that obstacles are not roadblocks, but opportunities. They force you to adapt, think creatively, and dig deeper into your resourcefulness. When you begin to see the challenges in your life through this lens, you start to develop an inner strength that cannot be shaken by circumstances. The power of belief. Unlocking potential. Belief is a cornerstone of an unstoppable mindset. Without belief in yourself, it is nearly impossible to push through adversity. This belief isn't about arrogance or thinking you're invincible. It's about knowing deep down that, with the right effort and perseverance, you can achieve anything. But belief in yourself isn't something that happens overnight. It is built over time through consistent action. Every small victory, every time you step out of your comfort zone, strengthens your belief. As you prove to yourself that you can handle challenges and succeed, your self-belief grows. One of the most powerful things you can do to build this belief is to reflect on past achievements. Look back on the times when you faced adversity and overcame it. No matter how small those wins might seem now, they were crucial moments in your growth. They are evidence of your ability to handle challenges and emerge stronger. Shifting from victim to creator, an unstoppable mindset, is rooted in the idea that you are the creator of your own destiny. Instead of playing the role of a victim, someone who lets circumstances dictate their life, you become the creator of your reality. You start to see yourself as someone who has the power to choose their response to any situation. This shift in perspective is key to becoming unstoppable. It means taking full responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and results. It's about realizing that while you can't always control what happens to you, you can control how you react. And your reactions will determine the outcome. When you choose to be a creator, you stop blaming external circumstances, you stop using excuses, and you stop waiting for permission to succeed. Instead, you take bold, decisive action, knowing that your future is in your hands. Focus on the present moment. A critical element of an unstoppable mindset is focusing on the present moment. It's easy to get lost in thoughts about past failures or future fears, but an unstoppable person is fully engaged in what they're doing right now. They know that the only moment they can control is the present. By focusing on the present, you free yourself from the paralysis of overthinking. You stop worrying about things that haven't happened yet or things you can't change. You put all your energy into what you can do now to move forward. To cultivate this focus, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. It helps you become aware of your thoughts and emotions and enables you to respond with clarity rather than reaction. The unstoppable mindset thrives in the present. By embracing the present moment, you open the door to limitless possibilities. You are no longer held back by past regrets or future anxieties. You are free to create and act with purpose. Embracing failure as feedback. Another hallmark of an unstoppable mindset is how you view failure. Most people see failure as something to avoid at all costs, but an unstoppable person sees it as a natural part of the journey. In fact, they see failure as feedback. Every time you fail, you learn something. You learn what doesn't work, what needs to be improved, and what to try next. Failure is not a permanent condition, but a temporary setback on the way to success. The key is to learn from each failure and keep moving forward. The ability to embrace failure with grace and determination is what separates unstoppable individuals from others. Instead of being discouraged by mistakes, they use them to fuel their next attempt. They have developed a mental toughness that allows them to bounce back stronger each time. The power of positive thinking. While an unstoppable mindset embraces challenges and failures, it also nurtures positive thinking. This isn't about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about maintaining a positive outlook despite challenges. It's about choosing to believe that no matter what happens, you will find a way to move forward. Positive thinking is a tool for maintaining your inner strength. It helps you stay focused on solutions rather than problems. It helps you see opportunities in every setback, and it helps you stay motivated when the going gets tough. A key part of positive thinking is self-talk. The way you talk to yourself has a huge impact on your mindset. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed, you're setting yourself up for failure. But if you affirm that you are capable, resourceful, and strong, you're reinforcing an unstoppable mindset. Developing mental flexibility. Lastly, an unstoppable mindset requires mental flexibility. The world is constantly changing, and life rarely goes according to plan. An unstoppable person knows this and is ready to adapt. They are willing to pivot when necessary and stay open to new ideas and solutions. This flexibility allows them to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence. It prevents them from becoming stuck in rigid thinking and helps them find creative ways to overcome obstacles. When you combine the belief that you can grow, the ability to focus on the present, the resilience to bounce back from failure, and the flexibility to adapt, you begin to unlock the power of an unstoppable mindset. Conclusion: the unstoppable mindset is the foundation of everything that follows. It shapes your ability to handle challenges, persevere in adversity, and stay focused on your goals. By cultivating this mindset, you lay the groundwork for a life of success, fulfillment, and growth. As you continue on your journey, remember that the power of your mindset is always in your hands. You can choose to embrace challenges, learn from failure, and stay positive in the face of adversity. By doing so, you become unstoppable. Chapter 2: Mental Toughness, Emotional Resilience. Welcome to Chapter 2 of Becoming Unstoppable as a Person. In this chapter, we'll dive deep into two essential qualities that define unstoppable individuals: mental toughness and emotional resilience. These traits allow you to overcome challenges, persevere through adversity, and maintain focus when things get tough. Mental toughness and emotional resilience are not just buzzwords. They are powerful tools that can be developed, refined, and cultivated over time. They enable you to push through the most difficult circumstances with determination and grit, and to rise stronger after each setback. Understanding mental toughness. Let's start with mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to stay strong and focused in the face of stress, pressure, and adversity. It's a mindset that refuses to give up, no matter how difficult the situation may be. It's about pushing yourself beyond your limits and being unwavering in the pursuit of your goals, no matter what challenges arise. People with mental toughness don't shy away from obstacles. They embrace them. They see adversity as an opportunity to demonstrate their strength, rather than as something to avoid. Mental toughness doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pushing yourself to the point of burnout. Instead, it's about controlling your thoughts and emotions, staying committed to your goals, and refusing to allow temporary setbacks to stop you from moving forward. A mentally tough person doesn't fold under pressure. Whether it's a deadline at work, a challenging project, or a personal obstacle, they remain calm, composed, and persistent. They don't let stress, doubt, or fear derail them. Instead, they draw on their inner strength to continue on their path. The components of mental toughness. There are several key components of mental toughness that you can develop over time. These include: 1. Focus. The ability to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions are all around you. Mental toughness requires a laser-like focus on what matters, and the ability to tune out distractions or negative influences. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize no matter what. 2. Self-belief. Confidence in yourself and your abilities is at the core of mental toughness. You must trust that you have what it takes to handle whatever challenges come your way. This belief is built over time through a track record of overcoming difficulties and achieving success. 3. Persistence. Mental toughness is about never giving up, even when things get tough. It's about continuing to push forward, no matter how many times you face setbacks. Persistence is key when it comes to achieving long-term success. 4. Self-discipline. Discipline is a cornerstone of mental toughness. It's the ability to stay on track, even when you don't feel like it. Mental toughness involves making tough choices, setting boundaries, and sticking to your commitments, regardless of how you feel in the moment. 5. Adaptability. Well, the ability to adjust when things don't go according to plan. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we expect, so mental toughness requires a flexible approach. It's about finding alternative solutions when things don't go your way and continuing to make progress. By strengthening these components, you build a mental resilience that can help you tackle any obstacle that comes your way. The key is to remain committed to developing mental toughness every day. Even in moments of doubt or failure, remember that mental toughness is built by facing challenges head-on and learning from every experience. Emotional resilience. The key to bouncing back. Emotional resilience goes hand in hand with mental toughness. While mental toughness is about pushing through external challenges, emotional resilience is about managing your emotions effectively in the face of adversity. It's the ability to remain calm, centered, and positive even when you face emotional stress, setbacks, or difficulties. Emotions are a natural part of being human, but if we allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by them, they can cloud our judgment and derail our progress. Emotional resilience is the ability to acknowledge and process your emotions without letting them control you. It's about maintaining balance and staying grounded, regardless of how turbulent your inner world may feel. The importance of emotional resilience. Why is emotional resilience so important on the path to becoming unstoppable? Because life is full of ups and downs. Whether it's a challenging work environment, a personal crisis, or unexpected obstacles, your ability to navigate your emotions will determine how effectively you respond to those situations. People with emotional resilience don't let disappointment, fear, or anger control them. Instead, they acknowledge their emotions, understand their source, and move forward with clarity. They understand that their emotions are valid, but they don't let them dictate their actions. When you develop emotional resilience, you're better equipped to handle stress, recover from setbacks, and keep moving forward. You don't allow failure to define you. Instead, you view it as a lesson, something to learn from and grow through. Building emotional resilience like mental toughness. Emotional resilience is a skill that can be cultivated. Here are some key ways to develop emotional resilience. 1. Self-awareness. The first step in developing emotional resilience is becoming aware of your emotions. This means acknowledging how you feel in the moment without judgment. Practice mindfulness or journaling to become more aware of your emotional state. By identifying your emotions, you can better understand why you're feeling that way and what you can do to shift your mindset. 2. Emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage your emotional responses in a healthy way. This might mean taking deep breaths to calm down when you're angry or using positive self-talk to reassure yourself when you're feeling fearful. By practicing emotional regulation, you avoid being overwhelmed by your emotions and can stay calm under pressure. 3. Perspective taking. In emotionally challenging situations, it's easy to get caught up in our own feelings. Developing emotional resilience involves taking a step back and gaining a broader perspective. Ask yourself questions like, what can I learn from this situation? Or, how can I grow from this experience? Shifting your perspective helps you see challenges as opportunities to improve rather than as threats. 4. Building a support system. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything alone. Having a support system of friends, family, or mentors can help you manage difficult emotions. It's okay to lean on others for guidance, support, and perspective when you're facing tough times. 5. Self-compassion. Treating yourself with kindness and understanding is a crucial part of emotional resilience. Instead of beating yourself up when things go wrong, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that everyone faces difficulties, and it's okay to feel upset or frustrated. By being kind to yourself, You strengthen your emotional resilience and prevent negative emotions from spiraling out of control. 6. Finding meaning. Sometimes, emotional resilience is about finding meaning in the challenges you face. Even when life throws you curveballs, there's often a lesson to be learned. Ask yourself how you can grow from each experience and how it will shape your future. Finding meaning in adversity makes it easier to stay motivated and focused on your long-term goals. Combining mental toughness and emotional resilience. When you combine mental toughness with emotional resilience, you become a powerful force. Mental toughness allows you to maintain focus, discipline, and persistence, while emotional resilience helps you manage your emotions and bounce back from setbacks. Together, these qualities form the foundation of an unstoppable person. A mentally tough person knows how to push through external obstacles, but an emotionally resilient person knows how to protect their inner peace, even in the face of adversity. By developing both qualities, you'll be able to handle whatever life throws at you with confidence and grace. Conclusion: mental toughness and emotional resilience are not traits that come naturally to everyone, but they can be developed with effort and practice. By embracing challenges, developing your emotional intelligence, and learning to stay grounded under pressure, you can cultivate the mental toughness and emotional resilience needed to become unstoppable. As you continue on your journey, remember that both mental toughness and emotional resilience are skills that you can strengthen every day. By committing to growth, embracing failure as a lesson, and maintaining a positive, solution-oriented mindset, you'll develop the resilience needed to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Chapter 3. The Power of Discipline, Consistency. Welcome to Chapter 3 of Becoming Unstoppable as a Person. In this chapter, we'll explore two of the most powerful traits that differentiate those who achieve greatness from those who falter: discipline and consistency. These qualities are the bedrock of success, and they form the foundation upon which you can build your unstoppable life. While talent, intelligence, or good luck can play a role in success, it's discipline and consistency that separate the dreamers from the doers. These traits are the secret ingredients that enable ordinary people to achieve extraordinary things. The good news? They are not innate qualities that you are either born with or without. They are skills, and like any other skill, they can be developed and honed with practice. The importance of discipline at its core. Discipline is the ability to stay focused on a task, regardless of distractions, temptations, or discomfort. It's about doing what you know you should be doing, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the force that propels you forward, even when your motivation is low, when the road ahead looks long, and when instant gratification beckons. Imagine you have a goal to improve your fitness. You may feel excited to start, but after a few days, the novelty wears off, and the temptation to skip workouts grows stronger. Discipline is the ability to show up even when you don't feel like it. It's what keeps you working, grinding, and moving forward, even on the days when the energy or inspiration seems to be lacking. Discipline doesn't just apply to large goals. It's also about the small daily actions that you take that compound over time. Every decision you make, whether it's choosing to wake up early, opting for healthy food, or sticking to a study schedule, builds your discipline muscle. The secret to building discipline is setting yourself up for success by creating systems, habits, and structures that make the right choices easier. When you make the discipline choice automatic, it doesn't require as much willpower. For example, if you want to exercise more but struggle to find the time, scheduling your workouts at the same time each day turns them into a non-negotiable part of your routine. Over time, your discipline becomes a reflex. The power of consistency. While discipline helps you take the right actions, consistency is what ensures those actions compound into results. Consistency is the practice of showing up every single day, regardless of whether you feel motivated or not. It's about making incremental progress day after day toward your goals. Success doesn't come from doing something amazing once in a while. It comes from doing something important, consistently, over time. This is the power of small, everyday actions that add up. Whether it's writing one page of a book each day, investing in your education for 30 minutes a day, or working out for 20 minutes every morning, consistency creates momentum and leads to long-term success. One of the most common misconceptions about success is that it happens overnight. In reality, success is often the result of consistent, focused effort over a long period. The magic happens when you keep going long after others have given up or lost focus. The key to consistency is perseverance. The ability to keep pushing, even when the results aren't immediately visible, separates high achievers from those who give up too soon. Think about compound interest. The small amount of money you invest regularly grows over time and snowballs into a large sum due to consistent contributions. The same principle applies to your efforts. If you put in a little work each day, the cumulative effect over time will be profound. However, the key is to not get discouraged when you don't see immediate results. Building a discipline routine, developing discipline, is like building a muscle. It takes time, patience, and deliberate effort. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. The first step in building discipline is identifying the habits and routines that align with your goals. Start small. Trying to make drastic changes all at once can overwhelm you and lead to burnout. Instead, focus on one area at a time. Let's say you want to get more disciplined in your fitness routine. Begin by setting a goal to work out 3 times a week for 20 minutes. After a couple of weeks, you may find that it becomes a natural part of your routine. From there, you can gradually increase the duration or frequency. By setting manageable goals and sticking to them consistently, you start to build momentum. The key is to not focus too much on the outcome in the early stages. Instead, focus on building the habits and practices that will lead you to your desired result. Creating an environment that supports your discipline is also crucial. If you want to read more but find it hard to focus at home, create a reading nook that's free from distractions. If you want to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods and remove temptations. By setting up your environment for success, you make it easier to make disciplined choices without needing to rely solely on willpower. Overcoming resistance to discipline, there will always be resistance when it comes to discipline. Our brains are wired to seek comfort, and the disciplined path often requires discomfort. Whether it's the temptation to sleep in, procrastinate, or avoid difficult tasks, discipline requires you to push through the discomfort. One strategy to overcome resistance is to break large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. If you're overwhelmed by a project, instead of thinking about the entire thing, focus on the first small step. Once you begin, you'll often find that the resistance fades as you gain momentum. Another useful technique is to link your disciplined actions to a bigger purpose. When you tie the action to your long-term vision or core values, it becomes easier to commit. For example, if you're working toward financial independence, remind yourself that every dollar saved or invested is a step closer to that goal. The clearer you are about the why behind your actions, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined in your efforts. The role of consistency in success. Consistency is a powerful force that often gets overlooked. Many people assume that major breakthroughs require huge leaps, but in reality, success is usually achieved through small, consistent steps over time. If you can show up each day, no matter how small the action is, you will eventually achieve extraordinary results. The challenge with consistency is that it often feels like you're not making any significant progress in the short term. The key to overcoming this is patience and trust in the process. Every action you take, no matter how small, is an investment in your future success. Over time, these small actions will snowball, and you will begin to see significant progress. Consistency also helps you build momentum. When you consistently show up, day after day, you build a sense of accomplishment, and that feeling propels you forward. This momentum makes it easier to stay focused, because you start to see the payoff of your efforts. When things get tough, momentum keeps you going. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It gets bigger and faster as it moves forward. Dealing with setbacks and maintaining consistency, the road to success is not always smooth. There will be times when you face setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. In these moments, it's easy to lose sight of the importance of consistency, but this is exactly when it matters most. Instead of allowing setbacks to derail your progress, use them as opportunities to reaffirm your commitment. Understand that setbacks are part of the process. In fact, they are often a sign that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. When you face a setback, remind yourself of your long-term vision. Recommit to the small daily actions that will get you back on track. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means showing up even when things aren't going according to plan. Conclusion: the power of discipline and consistency cannot be overstated. These traits are the foundation of success, and they allow you to build momentum, stay focused, and achieve your long-term goals. By developing a disciplined approach to your life and committing to small, consistent actions each day, you set yourself up for extraordinary success. Discipline helps you stay focused and committed, even when motivation wanes, while consistency ensures that your efforts compound into real, lasting results. Together, these qualities form an unstoppable combination that will propel you forward, no matter the obstacles in your path. As you continue to build these traits, remember that progress is a journey, not a destination. The more you practice discipline and consistency, the easier they will become, and the more unstoppable you will become in your pursuit of greatness. Chapter 4. Becoming Relentless in Execution. Welcome to Chapter 4 of Becoming Unstoppable as a Person. In this chapter, we will focus on a concept that transforms dreams into reality: relentless execution. This principle is the bridge between your vision and success. It is the tireless commitment to seeing a plan through to the end, no matter the obstacles, challenges, or setbacks that arise along the way. Execution is not just about doing. It's about doing with intent, with urgency, and with a commitment to never stop until you reach your goal. When you adopt the mindset of relentless execution, you become someone who not only dreams, but does. You become someone who doesn't just start projects, but follows through no matter how difficult, tedious, or uncomfortable the process becomes. The world is full of dreamers, thinkers, and planners, but only a select few rise above the noise. What makes them stand out isn't necessarily that they have more talent or resources. It's that they are relentless in executing their ideas. The difference between success and failure is often found in the willingness to keep going when others stop. What does relentless execution really mean? To be relentless in execution is to adopt a mindset that refuses to stop or give up until the job is done. It's about developing an unshakable commitment to following through on your goals, no matter how long it takes or how difficult it becomes. Being relentless doesn't mean blindly charging ahead without considering your path. It means maintaining a sense of urgency and determination, while constantly refining your approach to move closer to your desired outcome. Relentless execution means you focus on the process, not the outcome. It's about committing to taking action, and taking it consistently, regardless of whether the results are immediate. It's the daily grind of working towards your goals, even when those goals seem distant, or when the path forward isn't clear. People who execute relentlessly aren't just trying to get through the day, they are pushing forward, step by step, building momentum and accumulating progress. Execution is the power that turns a reality. Without it, all the planning, preparation, and vision in the world won't matter. It's the difference between talking about a goal and achieving it. The importance of relentless execution in achieving your goals. One of the biggest hurdles many people face when striving for success is the feeling of overwhelm. There's often so much to do and so many potential roadblocks that it can feel like success is a mountain too steep to climb. But when you break down your goal into smaller, manageable tasks and commit to executing them consistently, you can remove that sense of overwhelm. Relentless execution is about simplifying your approach to success. Instead of looking at the end goal and feeling paralyzed by how much there is to do, focus on one step at a time. Keep executing on those steps, and before long, you'll see the results of your work begin to materialize. Execution is also important because the best ideas, plans, and strategies are useless unless they're implemented. A great idea without execution is simply a dream. But when you start to execute, you begin to uncover new possibilities and refine your approach. Execution is where the magic happens. It's where mistakes are made, lessons are learned, and growth occurs. Relentless execution separates those who dream from those who achieve. This is why it's so critical to shift your mindset from planning to doing, and from thinking about your goals to actively pursuing them. The relentless execution mindset. The first step in becoming relentless in execution is developing the right mindset. People who execute relentlessly are not deterred by challenges. They embrace the idea that obstacles and setbacks are part of the journey, not signs that they should quit. Focus on the long-term vision. A key aspect of relentless execution is having a clear vision of the long-term goal. When you are connected to your why, the why behind your actions, it fuels your ability to persevere when things get tough. Your vision becomes the guiding force that keeps you going through difficult times when others might give up. Cultivate urgency. Relentless execution requires a sense of urgency. It's not just about doing the work, it's about doing it with speed and intention. It's about seizing the moment, pushing forward even when there's no immediate reward. This urgency accelerates progress and helps you move past complacency or procrastination. Embrace imperfection. Relentless execution does not mean perfection. In fact, the pursuit of perfection can often hold you back from making progress. When you're relentless, you focus on moving forward, not on getting everything perfect from the start. Execution is messy, it's iterative, and it's all about learning as you go. Trust the process. In the face of uncertainty, those who execute relentlessly trust the process. They trust that their consistent effort will eventually lead them to success, even if the path forward isn't immediately clear. This trust in the process allows them to take the next step, even when they can't see the entire staircase. Overcoming resistance and doubt. Resistance is inevitable. No matter how committed you are to executing your plan, there will be moments when you feel doubt creeping in, when things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like, or when obstacles seem insurmountable. This is where the relentless part of execution comes in. To overcome resistance, you must develop a deep sense of resilience. This resilience comes from within. It's the ability to keep pushing forward even when it feels like nothing is working. It's the mental toughness to continue doing the work day after day, regardless of how you feel in the moment. When you face resistance, remind yourself that this is part of the process. You are not the only one who experiences doubts, setbacks, and frustration. Everyone who has achieved great things has faced these same hurdles. The difference between success and failure is not whether you face resistance, it's whether you keep going in spite of it. One useful strategy to overcome resistance is to break down your tasks into smaller chunks. When you look at a large project, it can be daunting. But when you break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks, you can focus on the next action step rather than the entire picture. This makes it easier to build momentum, and the momentum carries you through the difficult days. Another effective strategy is to celebrate small wins along the way. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Recognize and celebrate those victories to keep yourself motivated, and remind yourself that execution is paying off. Building momentum with relentless execution. Momentum is a powerful force. When you execute relentlessly, you build momentum. This momentum fuels your drive and helps you push through the times when you feel like quitting. The key to building momentum is consistency. Even on days when you don't feel like it, showing up and executing moves you forward, even if it's just by a little bit. Momentum also keeps you in motion. When you're in motion, it's easier to keep going. Once you stop, it becomes much harder to restart the engine. This is why relentless execution is about showing up every day, making progress no matter how small, and trusting that the momentum will carry you further as time goes on. The role of feedback in relentless execution. One of the most powerful aspects of execution is the feedback it provides. When you execute relentlessly, you start to gather real-time feedback that helps you improve your process. Whether it's a small mistake, a breakthrough, or an unexpected result, feedback allows you to adjust your approach. The feedback loop of execution is essential for growth. It helps you fine-tune your strategy, refine your methods, and ultimately leads you to better outcomes. Without execution, feedback is nothing more than theory. It's only through relentless action that you gain the insights you need to improve and adjust. The power of relentless action in uncertain times. Execution is particularly critical in uncertain times. Life is unpredictable, and many things are beyond your control. However, the one thing you can control is your ability to execute relentlessly. During times of uncertainty, those who succeed are the ones who take action. They don't sit around waiting for the perfect conditions. They create their own momentum by continuing to execute, adapt, and adjust. In uncertain times, the act of execution itself becomes a source of stability. Conclusion: relentless execution is the force that turns goals into achievements, dreams into reality, and ambition into success. It's not about doing things perfectly or always feeling motivated. It's about consistently doing the work and trusting that your efforts will lead to results. Execution is about commitment, urgency, and the relentless pursuit of your goals, no matter the setbacks you encounter. The road to becoming unstoppable is paved with relentless execution. If you adopt this mindset, you'll set yourself apart from the crowd. You'll become someone who not only has dreams, but also has the will to turn those dreams into tangible outcomes. Remember, execution is everything. The faster you take action, the quicker you'll learn, adapt, and grow. And with relentless execution, your success becomes inevitable. Chapter 5. Grow. The Psychology of High Performers. Welcome to Chapter 5 of Becoming Unstoppable as a Person. Here, we delve into one of the most fascinating areas of personal growth, the psychology of high performers. What truly separates top performers from the average person? Is it simply raw talent, extraordinary luck, or something more complex? What is it that enables certain individuals to consistently achieve excellence, push through challenges, and create remarkable success across various fields? The reality is that high performers operate from a unique psychological framework that drives their success. These are not just individuals with inherent ability, are people who have mastered their mindset, developed powerful habits, and built emotional resilience in ways that most people have yet to understand. The good news is that this mindset isn't reserved only for the exceptional. Anyone can adopt the principles of high performance and integrate them into their daily lives. This chapter will explore the psychological traits that define high performers and offer you practical strategies to adopt these qualities and elevate your own performance, no matter what you're striving to achieve. The foundation of high performance. Mindset. The starting point for every high performer is an essential, almost invincible mindset. The psychology of high performers is grounded in a growth mindset, a belief that your abilities, talents, and intelligence are not fixed traits, but rather can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This foundational belief makes a high performer resilient in the face of failure and rejection. They see challenges as opportunities to grow and setbacks as valuable lessons. The concept of the growth mindset was popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, who discovered that people who view their abilities as malleable are more likely to achieve long-term success compared to those who see their abilities as static. High performers are not discouraged by failure because they recognize that failure is part of the learning process. Example: consider Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time. He was famously cut from his high school basketball team, yet he used that setback as fuel to push himself harder. Rather than giving up, he adopted a mindset of relentless improvement, and his career later became a testament to this unshakable belief in his potential. A key feature of the growth mindset is the acceptance of challenges as necessary for growth. High performers intentionally step into uncomfortable, unfamiliar situations because they understand that this is where real growth happens. The power of self-belief. At the heart of every high performer is an unwavering belief in themselves. While this might sound like a basic concept, self-belief is one of the most powerful psychological factors driving success. It's not the absence of doubt, but the presence of confidence that you can overcome challenges, learn new skills, and ultimately succeed in the long run. Self-belief is often what propels high performers forward when the going gets tough. They may experience self-doubt, but they recognize it for what it is, a temporary feeling that can be overcome through action. High performers know that their efforts will eventually lead to success, as long as they keep learning and improving. Practical tip: to cultivate self-belief, start by celebrating small victories. Every time you achieve a goal, no matter how small, acknowledge your progress. This reinforces the belief that you can succeed. Another method is visualization. Take time each day to mentally rehearse success. Picture yourself achieving your goals and feeling the joy and pride that comes with it. The more vivid the imagery, the stronger your belief will grow. Emotional intelligence and high performance. High performers have an exceptional level of emotional intelligence, EQ, which includes the ability to manage both their own emotions and those of others. They are highly self-aware capable of recognizing and understanding their emotions, as well as how those emotions influence their behavior. Self-regulation is a key component of EQ. High performers don't allow themselves to be overwhelmed by negative emotions such as anger, frustration, or fear. They acknowledge these emotions but choose not to let them dictate their actions. Instead, they channel their feelings into productive energy, whether it's motivating them to improve or giving them the strength to keep going when facing adversity. They also excel at empathic ability to understand and relate to the emotions of others. This trait allows high performers to connect deeply with people, whether they are teammates, clients, or mentors. By understanding others' feelings and perspectives, high performers can lead more effectively, build strong relationships, and inspire those around them. Focus, discipline, and consistency. One of the defining traits of high performers is their ability to focus on what truly matters. In a world full of distractions, staying focused on a goal is no small feat. But high performers understand that without focus, even the most talented individual will struggle to succeed. Focus requires mental discipline, the ability to tune out distractions and commit to the task at hand. High performers are also masters of time management. They prioritize their tasks and align their daily actions with their long-term goals. They don't waste time on low-value activities, but instead devote their energy to the most impactful work. They are skilled at saying no to things that don't align with their priorities. Example: take Elon Musk as an example of a high performer who embodies this discipline. He manages multiple ventures simultaneously: Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and other science. He is renowned for his ability to focus deeply on each project. He blocks out time each day for focused work and reserves specific periods for meeting with teams. Through intense time management, he ensures his energy is spent on creating, innovating, and driving his companies forward. Practical tip: one way to boost focus is to time block your day. Create periods of deep work where you focus on one task for an extended period of time, at least 90 minutes, completely undisturbed. Turn off your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and give yourself permission to be fully immersed in your work. Discipline and consistency are also crucial. High performers don't rely on motivation alone. They rely on habits and routines that ensure they are consistently moving toward their goals. Over time, small habits compound, leading to monumental success. Resilience and mental toughness. High performers are known for their exceptional resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties, adapt to challenges, and stay mentally strong when faced with adversity. This is often referred to as mental toughness. Mental toughness means not letting setbacks or failures knock you off course. High performers are emotionally strong, able to maintain focus and calm even under immense pressure. They understand that setbacks are a natural part of life, and don't let them define who they are. Instead, they choose to persevere, often with even greater determination after a failure. Example: consider J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before publishing Harry Potter. Her persistence and mental toughness allowed her to overcome these obstacles, ultimately leading to one of the most successful literary franchises in history. She didn't let rejection break her spirit. She used it as fuel to continue her journey. Practical tip: one way to cultivate resilience is through self-reflection. Take time at the end of each week to evaluate the challenges you faced and how you handled them. Did you learn something from the experience? How can you improve next time? Over time, this habit will build your emotional strength and mental toughness. Continuous learning and improvement. High performers are lifelong learners. They believe that there is always room for growth and improvement. Even after achieving great success, they continue to seek ways to refine their skills, expand their knowledge, and remain at the top of their field. This hunger for knowledge drives them to continuously seek feedback, learn from mentors, and read widely. They are not afraid of criticism because they see it as a valuable tool for improvement. By constantly learning, high performers stay ahead of the curve and maintain a competitive edge. Example: Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, spends a significant portion of his day reading. He is always learning, constantly seeking new information and refining his understanding of the world. High performers engage in deliberate practice, a focused effort to improve specific aspects of their performance. They break down their weaknesses, work on them with precision, and refine their skills over time. Practical tip: identify an area of your life where you want to improve and set aside dedicated time each day to practice and learn. It could be a skill, a mindset, or a habit. Consistency in practice will lead to mastery over time. Purpose and passion. The driving force. Finally, high performers are driven by purpose. They are not simply working to achieve external rewards like money or fame. Instead, they are driven by a deep sense of purpose, a reason for doing what they do that goes beyond material gain. Having a sense of purpose gives high performers the energy and motivation to push through difficult times. When the work gets hard, their passion for their mission keeps them going. Example: consider Steve Jobs, who famously said that his work was not just about building a company, but about making a dent in the universe. His sense of purpose was to create products that would revolutionize the world. High performers are also incredibly passionate about their work. Passion fuels their desire to give their best effort and stay engaged, even when faced with challenges. This passion is often contagious and can inspire others to achieve greatness alongside them. By understanding and implementing these principles, you can create your own high-performance mindset. Remember that high performers are not defined by their circumstances. They are defined by their mindset, habits, and determination. To become unstoppable, you must develop 1. A growth mindset that views challenges as opportunities. 2. Self-belief that fuels persistence through adversity. 3. Emotional intelligence that allows you to manage your emotions and relationships. 4. Focus, discipline, and consistency that propel you toward your goals. 5. Resilience and mental toughness that keep you going no matter the setbacks. 6. A commitment to continuous learning and deliberate practice. 7. Purpose and passion that drive you beyond external rewards. By integrating these principles into your life, you too can unlock the power to perform at the highest level and achieve extraordinary success. Chapter 6. The Art of Self-Belief Confidence. Welcome to Chapter 6 of Becoming Unstoppable as a Person. Now that we've discussed the psychology of high performers, it's time to dive into a powerful and essential trait for success: self-belief and confidence. Without these, no matter how skilled or capable you are, you will struggle to fully realize your potential. Self-belief is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the unshakable trust in your ability to achieve your goals, even when things seem difficult or when doubt creeps in. Confidence is the outward manifestation of that belief. It's how you carry yourself, how you speak, and how you approach challenges. Together, self-belief and confidence create a mental and emotional environment in which success is not just possible, but inevitable. In this chapter, we'll explore why self-belief is so important, how to build it, and how to sustain it over time. We'll also dive into the distinction between false confidence and true confidence, and how you can develop an authentic sense of belief that will carry you through any situation. The importance of self-belief. Self-belief is not a luxury or an afterthought, it is a necessity. Without belief in yourself, even the most talented and driven individual can become paralyzed by fear, doubt, and indecision. When you don't believe you can succeed, your actions are tentative, your decisions are compromised, and your performance suffers. Self-belief is what allows you to take risks. It's what enables you to step out of your comfort zone, try new things, and take on challenges that others might shy away from. It is the quiet voice in your head that says, "You can do this," even when there's no concrete evidence to back it up. High performers have mastered the art of self-belief. They trust themselves to figure things out, even when faced with uncertainty. The link between self-belief and confidence. While self-belief is an internal experience, confidence is how we project that belief outwardly. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you can build. The more you believe in your abilities, the more confident you become in the way you present yourself to the world. Confidence shows up in the way you communicate, the way you carry yourself, and how you handle criticism or failure. When you trust your abilities, it shows. You stand taller, speak more clearly, and approach life with the certainty that you can handle whatever comes your way. Example: think about Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Her confidence on the court comes from years of self-belief. Even in high-pressure situations, she exudes the confidence that no matter what, she can win. This confidence isn't arrogance. It's the result of a deep belief in her preparation, her skills, and her ability to overcome obstacles. Building self-belief. Building self-belief is not an overnight process, but it is a crucial step in becoming unstoppable. Here are several strategies you can use to begin cultivating it. 1. Done. Start small. Begin by setting small, achievable goals and accomplishing them. Each small success adds to your sense of capability and reinforces your belief in yourself. Over time, these small victories create a foundation of self-belief that you can build upon. As you progress, you'll naturally begin setting larger goals, knowing you have the ability to meet them. Example: if you're working on a larger project, break it down into smaller, manageable tasks. Accomplishing these smaller steps will give you the confidence to tackle the larger ones. 2. Challenge negative self-talk. One of the biggest barriers to self-belief is negative self-talk. The voice inside your head that tells you you're not good enough, that you'll fail, or that you're unworthy of success. The first step in combating negative self-talk is to recognize it. Once you are aware of these thoughts, you can consciously replace them with more empowering, positive affirmations. Practical tip: when you catch yourself thinking something negative, challenge it with a rational thought. For instance, if you think, "I'm not good enough to do this," counter it with, "I am capable and I have the skills to succeed. I just need to take action and learn along the way." 3. Surround yourself with supportive people. The people you spend time with have a significant influence on your self-belief. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, encourage you, and believe in your potential. Supportive relationships can be a powerful tool for boosting your confidence and reminding you of your worth. Conversely, avoid people who are consistently negative or dismissive of your dreams. Negative energy can be draining and can diminish your self-belief. 4. Reflect on your successes. We all have moments where we feel like we're not doing enough or aren't achieving what we set out to do. In these moments, it's important to reflect on past successes. Remind yourself of times when you succeeded, overcame obstacles, or did something you once thought was impossible. Write down your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Seeing a tangible list of your accomplishments will remind you that you are capable of great things. 5. Visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful tool for building self-belief. Athletes, performers, and high achievers in all fields use visualization techniques to see themselves succeeding before they actually do. By vividly imagining yourself accomplishing your goals, you create a mental blueprint for success. Each day, take a few minutes to close your eyes and visualize your success. Picture yourself achieving your goals, feeling the emotions associated with that success. This exercise helps reinforce your belief that your goals are attainable. False confidence versus true confidence. It's essential to distinguish between false confidence and true confidence. False confidence is an external facade. It's the type of confidence that's based on arrogance, ego, or the need to impress others. It often involves pretending to be someone you're not or overstating your abilities to cover up insecurity. False confidence is fragile and often crumbles when faced with failure or challenges. On the other hand, true confidence is grounded in self-awareness and self-belief. True confidence doesn't rely on proving anything to others. It is not about showing off or seeking validation. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way, regardless of external circumstances. True confidence is built on authentic self-acceptance. It's the understanding that you are enough, just as you are, and that your worth doesn't depend on the opinions of others. When you operate from a place of true confidence, you are more resilient, more adaptable, and better equipped to handle challenges with grace. Example: think about Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential figures in media. Oprah's confidence comes not from trying to impress anyone, but from her deep belief in her mission and her value. She doesn't need to prove her worth because she knows it inherently. Her success is a reflection of her authentic confidence. The role of failure in building confidence. One of the most important aspects of building both self-belief and confidence is learning how to handle failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a vital part of it. When you're confident in your ability to learn from your mistakes, failure becomes a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. High performers and self-believers see failure as feedback. They understand that failure is inevitable, but it's never final. The way you handle failure determines your confidence moving forward. If you view failure as a setback, your confidence will be eroded. But if you see it as an opportunity to learn and improve, your confidence will grow stronger. Practical tip: after facing failure, take time to reflect on what went wrong and what you can learn from it. This process will not only help you improve, but also strengthen your self-belief, because you'll know that you can bounce back from anything. Maintaining confidence through the journey. Building self-belief and confidence isn't a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Throughout your journey, you'll face new challenges, learn new lessons, and encounter moments of doubt. The key is to stay committed to the belief that you are capable and that you will continue to grow. To maintain your confidence, keep reminding yourself of the progress you've made. Celebrate your wins, learn from your losses, and trust that every experience is contributing to your growth. The more you reinforce your self-belief and confidence, the more unstoppable you will become. And Christian Danquar. The more self-belief and confidence are not just about believing in your abilities today, they're about developing a mindset that empowers you to face any challenge that comes your way and rise to meet it. By building true confidence, you set yourself up for success, resilience, and the unshakable belief that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of persistence and grit, which is essential for keeping your confidence high, even when the going gets tough. Chapter 7. The Power of Persistence, Grit. Introduction. We often hear that success doesn't come easily, that those who achieve greatness have a certain magic about them. The truth is, magic is just the result of relentless hard work. One of the key traits of high achievers is persistence. Another is grit, a powerful combination of passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Grit isn't just about putting in the hours. It's about how deeply you are committed to achieving your dreams and how much you're willing to endure for them. It's also about how you respond to adversity. You might have the talent or intellect to succeed, but it's grit that will push you over the edge. In this chapter, we'll dive deep into what makes persistence and grit the unsung heroes behind success. You'll understand how to develop these qualities within yourself and why they matter more than raw talent or intelligence. The science of persistence and grit. Understanding grit. The secret sauce. The concept of grit has been studied extensively, and perhaps no one has explored it more thoroughly than Angela Duckworth, a psychologist who popularized the idea of grit through her research. Duckworth defines grit as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. But how do these qualities work together, and why are they so powerful? At its core, grit is the combination of passion and persistence. It's the reason why people continue to pursue their goals, even when it seems impossible or even pointless. It's also the difference between those who start strong but quit early, and those who keep going long after others have given up. You may feel the spark of inspiration at the beginning of a new project, but passion alone isn't enough. Passion needs the fuel of perseverance to carry you through the inevitable difficulties you'll encounter. In her research, Duckworth discovered that grit was a far better predictor of success than talent or IQ. High levels of perseverance made a far bigger impact on outcomes than raw intellectual ability. The question then becomes, how do we develop this persistence? Persistence, the ability to keep going despite the struggles. Persistence is often misunderstood as the simple act of refusing to quit. However, there is much more to it. Persistence isn't just about stubbornness, it's about adaptability. A persistent person doesn't simply try the same approach over and over without evaluating results. They adjust their strategy when faced with failure, learning from mistakes and then keeping at it. Many people quit when they face a tough situation, believing it's a sign they aren't meant to succeed. But persistent individuals take a different view. They see adversity as part of the journey and recognize that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Think of a time when you faced an obstacle. At first, it felt like the end of the road. You may have thought about quitting, but when you stayed with it and found a new way to approach the challenge, you learned and grew from it. This is the essence of persistence. It's an ability to press on in the face of difficulty and keep trying until you find success. Grit in practice. Real-world examples. The story of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But his rise to stardom wasn't without its setbacks. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team because he wasn't considered good enough. Most teenagers would have given up, but Jordan didn't. He used that rejection as motivation to train even harder. It's this kind of persistence that sets successful people apart. They don't allow external judgments or early failures to define them. Jordan knew that failure was temporary, but quitting would be permanent. What's important about Jordan's story is that he didn't just work harder, he worked smarter. He looked at every setback as an opportunity to improve. This mindset is part of what makes grit so powerful. It's about constantly refining your approach, learning from failures, and always aiming for the next level. The example of Thomas Edison, another incredible example of persistence and grit, is Thomas Edison. We all know him as the inventor of the light bulb, but what many people don't know is just how many failures he encountered along the way. In fact, it took Edison over 10,000 experiments before he successfully invented the light bulb. Can you imagine the frustration, the skepticism from others, the long hours, the repeated failures? But Edison didn't give up. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perseverance was unmatched, and it's why we remember him today as one of the greatest inventors of all time. Edison's story shows us that true success doesn't come from avoiding failure. It comes from learning to move past it, to stay focused, and to keep trying until you find what works. The psychology behind grit, it's not just about being tough. Grit involves a particular psychological framework that allows you to endure hardships. Resilience, for example, is one of the cornerstones of grit. It's the ability to bounce back after setbacks and to keep going after failures. People with high levels of grit also have a growth mindset. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," they say, "I can't do this yet." This mindset is critical because it helps you see challenges as opportunities for growth, not threats to your identity. Resilient people don't just resist the urge to quit, they reframe failure as a lesson. Failure becomes data, not a dead end. When you adopt this mindset, the hardships you encounter along your journey aren't seen as obstacles, but as stepping stones toward mastery. How to build grit in your own life. 1. Commit to long-term goals. One of the first steps in developing grit is to commit yourself to long-term goals. Having a big vision or a purpose gives you something to strive toward. Start by identifying your passions and the goals that are most meaningful to you. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? And why does it matter to me? Once you have a clear goal, make a commitment to it. Real commitment means not giving up when things get tough. It means staying in the game even when the path is uncertain. 2. Break down your goals into manageable steps. Long-term goals can seem overwhelming at first. That's why it's important to break them down into manageable steps. Each small victory will build momentum and keep you moving forward. Instead of thinking about how far you have to go, focus on the next step. What's the next actionable thing you can do? Taking it one day at a time keeps you from feeling paralyzed by the scope of the goal. 3. Develop a strong support system. No one achieves success in isolation. Building a strong network of people who encourage you, challenge you, and offer advice is critical to developing grit. Surround yourself with like-minded people who share your values and support your growth. Whether it's friends, mentors, or a community, a strong support system can help you push through difficult times and provide valuable perspective when you face setbacks. 4. Embrace delayed gratification. In today's world of instant gratification, one of the most important skills you can develop is the ability to delay gratification. This means that instead of looking for immediate rewards, you focus on the bigger picture and understand that the most meaningful rewards often take time. Train yourself to be patient and learn how to embrace the discomfort of waiting for long-term success. The more you practice delayed gratification, the more you build resilience. 5. Be adaptable and learn from setbacks. One of the most important parts of building grit is learning to be adaptable. Setbacks are inevitable, and often, the most successful people are those who can adapt their strategies when things aren't working. Instead of being discouraged by failure, look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Every failure contains a valuable lesson. What can you do differently next time? Conclusion: persistence and grit are not just traits you either have or you don't. They are skills that can be developed over time through focused effort, dedication, and an unyielding belief in your potential. As you embark on your journey to becoming unstoppable, Remember that setbacks, failures, and challenges are all part of the process. When you build grit, you build a mental toughness that can carry you through any storm. Grit is about embracing the struggle, knowing that it's through overcoming adversity that you find your true strength. Whether you're chasing your dream career, learning a new skill, or striving to reach your full potential, developing persistence and grit will make you unstoppable. Keep going, keep learning, and keep improving because your best is always ahead of you. Chapter 8. Building an Environment for Success. Introduction. The power of your environment. We all know that success is often about mindset and actions. But what about the environment in which you work, live, and grow? Whether you're aware of it or not, your environment plays an undeniable role in shaping who you become and what you accomplish. If you're ever struggling to stay productive, find your motivation, or build momentum, take a hard look at your surroundings. Your environment, the physical space around you, the people you spend time with, the digital spaces you engage in, has a huge influence on your behavior, your decisions, and your ability to stay on track. A success-oriented environment can act as a powerful catalyst for growth. In this chapter, we'll explore how you can create and sustain an environment designed specifically to support your success. From decluttering your space to curating the right people around you, we'll discuss the practical steps to create a thriving ecosystem for achievement. Part 1. The impact of your physical environment. Your physical environment is the foundation for your productivity and success. Whether you're working at home, at an office, or in any other space, your surroundings significantly affect how you feel and how you perform. 1.1. Declutter and organize. The secret to mental clarity. Many people overlook the powerful impact of clutter on their minds. Think about your workspace right now. Is it tidy and organized? Or is there a stack of papers, books, and random items lying around? Clutter is not just about being messy. It has psychological effects that can lead to stress, overwhelm, and difficulty concentrating. Real-life example. Famous author Marie Kondo, who advocates for decluttering and tidying up, emphasizes that organizing your space can organize your mind. People often report feeling lighter, more focused, and energized after cleaning and tidying their environment. Actionable tip. Start by dedicating 15 minutes each day to decluttering a specific area of your space. This could be your desk, your closet, or any space where you spend a lot of time. Once you've organized the space, set aside time each week to keep it neat. This will reduce mental strain and allow you to focus better on your tasks. 1.2. Lighting. Let your environment energize you. Lighting is another factor that profoundly impacts productivity and mood. Bright, natural lighting has been shown to increase alertness and reduce feelings of fatigue. In contrast, dim or poor lighting can make you feel lethargic and sluggish. Real-life example. Many studies in office environments suggest that workers who have access to natural light report higher levels of productivity and job satisfaction. Similarly, designers often use specific lighting schemes in workspaces to boost creativity. Actionable tip. If possible, arrange your workspace near a window to let natural light in. If that's not feasible, consider investing in full-spectrum lighting that mimics daylight. Be mindful of overhead fluorescent lights, which can cause headaches and eye strain. Use adjustable desk lamps to control the light in your area. 1.30. Design for focus. Create a sanctuary for deep work. The way your workspace is designed can either foster or hinder your ability to focus. High achievers don't just work anywhere, they create environments that support their productivity. Actionable tip. Set up your workspace so that it minimizes distractions. Keep only the essentials within arm's reach. Your computer, notebooks, pens, and tools that help you stay productive. If you need to work for long hours, invest in furniture that's comfortable and supports good posture. Small changes like adding noise-canceling headphones, having a comfortable chair, and a clutter-free desk will elevate your productivity and help you stay in flow. Part 2. The role of your social environment. The people you interact with daily have a powerful effect on your mindset and achievements. They can either lift you up or hold you back, consciously or subconsciously. Building a supportive, growth-oriented social environment is just as important as having the right physical space. 2.1. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded individuals. Human beings are naturally social creatures, and we're deeply influenced by the people around us. If you spend most of your time with negative people, those attitudes can rub off on you. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with driven, positive, and successful people can inspire you to elevate your own efforts. Real-life example. Consider the story of Jim Rohn, one of the most influential motivational speakers. Rohn often spoke about the importance of associating with successful people. He said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The people you choose to associate with will significantly influence your habits, thoughts, and actions. Actionable tip. Audit your inner circle. Are the people around you encouraging your growth, or do they bring you down? Seek out mentors, peers, and colleagues who inspire you and share similar values. Join communities that promote personal development and surround yourself with people who challenge you to reach your highest potential. 2.2. Establish boundaries. Establish boundaries. Protect your energy. While it's essential to surround yourself with positive people, it's equally important to set clear boundaries. Healthy boundaries help protect your time, energy, and focus. Without boundaries, you risk burnout and giving too much of yourself to others at the expense of your own goals. Real-life example. Entrepreneurs like Gary Vaynerchuk have spoken openly about the need to set boundaries in personal and professional relationships. Vaynerchuk advises that if people are draining your energy or holding you back, you need to be prepared to cut them off to preserve your success. Actionable tip. Practice setting healthy boundaries by being intentional about where and with whom you invest your time. It's okay to say no to social engagements, requests for your time, and distractions that don't align with your long-term goals. By prioritizing your time and energy, you protect your focus and productivity. 2.3. Build a network of support. Strength in numbers. Having a strong network can open doors to opportunities, guidance, and resources you might not otherwise have access to. Whether through mentors, peers, or colleagues, your network is an invaluable resource for growth. Real-life example. Oprah Winfrey built a successful empire, in part due to the mentors and support system she cultivated. Throughout her career, she credited her success to the many wise individuals who guided her and shared their knowledge with her. Actionable tip. Invest in building relationships with individuals who are knowledgeable in your field and who can provide mentorship and constructive feedback. Attend networking events, workshops, and seminars. Don't hesitate to reach out to people you admire for advice or guidance. They may become valuable allies on your path to success. 2.4. Encourage healthy conflict and growth. Conflict is often seen as something negative, but in reality, it can be a powerful tool for personal and professional growth. Healthy conflict challenges your assumptions, helps you see things from a different perspective, and strengthens your relationships. Real-life example. Steve Jobs was known for his fiery personality and willingness to engage in difficult, often uncomfortable, conversations. But those difficult conversations pushed Apple's team to innovate and elevate the company to the heights it achieved. Actionable tip. Embrace conflict when it arises, but approach it with respect and an open mind. Disagreements can be opportunities for growth and greater understanding. Practice active listening and consider different perspectives to strengthen relationships and drive innovation. The digital environment. In the modern world, the digital space is a vital part of your environment. From the content you consume to the tools you use, your digital interactions shape your productivity, mindset, and success. 3.1. Curate your digital content. The digital world is overflowing with distractions. Social media, videos, articles, and advertisements are constantly vying for your attention. Consuming the wrong types of content can drain your time and focus, pulling you away from your goals. Real-life example. Many successful individuals like Tim Ferriss and Cal Newport advocate for digital minimalism, the practice of intentionally choosing the content you engage with. Newport, in his book Digital Minimalism, talks about how limiting digital distractions can significantly improve focus and creativity. Actionable tip. Curate the content you consume by unfollowing accounts or channels that don't contribute positively to your goals. Focus on following individuals or channels that inspire you and offer value. Whether it's podcasts, books, or videos, prioritize content that aligns with your mission and challenges you to grow. 3.2. Limit digital distractions. Technology can be a double-edged sword. While it connects us and helps us achieve more, it's also a major source of distractions. Constant notifications, messages, and apps designed to keep you hooked can derail your productivity and mental clarity. Real-life example. Many successful entrepreneurs, like Elon Musk, are known for their strict digital boundaries. Musk has spoken about the importance of managing distractions in order to focus on his most important tasks, such as innovating with SpaceX or Tesla. Actionable tip. Use digital tools like Focus Wheel or Freedom to block distracting websites and apps during working hours. Set designated times to check emails, social media, and other digital communication. By limiting distractions, you give yourself the space to focus on deep, meaningful work. 3.3. Leverage digital tools for efficiency. The digital age provides us with a vast array of tools designed to increase productivity and streamline workflows. From project management software to time-tracking apps, there's a tool for nearly every task. Real-life example. Many high-performing individuals and companies rely on tools like Trello, Asana, and Notion to manage their tasks and projects. These tools allow teams to stay organized, collaborate effectively, and meet deadlines. Actionable tip. Leverage productivity tools that fit your working style. Use Trello for organizing projects, Notion for note-taking and idea organization, and Evernote for storing documents and research. Find digital tools that increase your efficiency, reduce decision fatigue, and help you stay on track. Part 4. The power of routine and habit. Successful people don't rely solely on willpower, they rely on their habits. The environment you build supports your habits, and your habits in turn shape your outcomes. 4.1. Design your daily routine for success. A well-structured routine provides the foundation for achieving goals. High achievers prioritize their mornings because the way they start their day sets the tone for everything that follows. Real-life example. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group, has a famously structured morning routine. He wakes up early, exercises, and makes time for personal growth before diving into the demands of the day. Actionable tip. 1. Design your morning routine to include activities that set you up for success. Start your day with exercise, meditation, or journaling to clear your mind and prepare for the day ahead. The more intentional your morning, the more productive the rest of your day will be. 4.2. Develop positive habits. Building positive habits is the cornerstone of success. Habits compound over time, and small, consistent actions can create monumental changes. Instead of focusing on the end goal, focus on building habits that move you in the right direction. Real-life example. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, explains how making small adjustments to your daily habits can have a huge impact over time. He uses the example of elite athletes who practice small, seemingly insignificant behaviors like perfecting their breathing techniques or fine-tuning their nutrition that lead to huge results over time. Actionable tip. Identify the small habits that will support your goals and start integrating them into your daily routine. Whether it's reading, exercising, or working on a project for 30 minutes every day, the consistency will add up. 4.3. Track your progress. Tracking your progress helps you stay accountable, stay motivated, and make adjustments when necessary. Without tracking, it's easy to get lost or discouraged. Actionable tip. Set up a tracking system, whether through a journal, app, or spreadsheet. Monitor your progress daily, weekly, and monthly. Celebrate small victories, and don't be afraid to adjust your approach if you encounter setbacks. Conclusion. Creating your own success environment. Building an environment for success is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process of curating, refining, and adapting. Your environment will constantly evolve as you grow, but by making intentional choices and surrounding yourself with the right influences, you can create an ecosystem that fuels your success. Remember, your environment is a reflection of your values, your goals, and your mindset. You have the power to shape it to serve your success. Whether it's through physical space, relationships, or digital tools, make the effort to design your environment with intention, and success will follow. Chapter 9. Taking Control of Your Future. Introduction. Introduction: the power of personal responsibility. At the heart of taking control of your future lies a single, transformative truth. You are the creator of your own destiny. Too often, we look around us and think that external factors or circumstances, the economy, the people we know have a greater influence on our lives than we do. But the truth is that the most important factor in determining your future is the way you choose to respond to life. Taking responsibility for your future can feel like a heavy burden at first. It's easier to think that life is something happening to you, but when you realize that every choice, every action you take, and every belief you hold contributes to your future, you reclaim your power. You become the architect of your destiny, the captain of your own ship, rather than a passive passenger. Understanding that personal responsibility is the key to mastering your future doesn't just bring freedom, it's liberating. You no longer wait for the world to give you permission to succeed or hope that things will fall into place. You set your course, take action, and direct your path. In this chapter, we're going to dive deep into how you can take full control of your future by adopting a mindset of responsibility, creating and following a clear path to your goals, embracing personal growth, and learning how to navigate obstacles. This chapter isn't just about mindset, it's about action, purpose, and the strategies that will enable you to build a future that aligns with your deepest desires. Part 1. The importance of mindset in shaping your future. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It affects how you perceive yourself, your potential, and your circumstances. More importantly, your mindset directly influences the choices you make and the actions you take, both of which shape your future. 1.1. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is one of the most crucial components of taking control of your future. This mindset revolves around the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are not set in stone, but can be developed and expanded over time with effort and dedication. People with a growth mindset see challenges and failures as opportunities for growth, not as indicators of their limitations. Let's look at Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison faced countless failures on his journey to success. In fact, he is reported to have made over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before inventing the first commercially viable light bulb. But instead of being defeated, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." This mindset shift is essential. Failure is not an end, but a lesson. When you embrace challenges as part of the growth process, you will not fear them. You will seek them out because you know they will help you improve and succeed in the long run. Actionable tip. Every time you face a challenge or a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Journal about the lessons you can take from difficult moments. Reflect on how you can improve moving forward, and commit to growing from every experience. 1.2. Visualization and future proofing. Your mind visualization is a powerful mental tool that can accelerate your journey to success. It's the practice of vividly imagining the life you want to create, as if it's already happening. By visualizing yourself achieving your goals, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of making them a reality. But visualization goes beyond just imagining success. It involves seeing yourself taking the necessary actions and overcoming challenges. For example, Olympic athletes often use visualization techniques to mentally rehearse their performance. They don't just see themselves crossing the finish line or winning a gold medal, they visualize the entire journey, from the preparation and training to overcoming obstacles along the way. Actionable tip. Start your day with a 5-minute visualization session. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and picture your future self, who you are, what you've achieved, and how you're living. Make the image as detailed and real as possible. Engage all of your senses and immerse yourself in the feelings of success. This practice will strengthen your belief in what's possible and motivate you to take the actions needed to bring it into reality. Part 2. Part 2. Setting clear goals and taking action. Now that you've aligned your mindset, the next step is to take purposeful action. Goal setting is the tool that bridges the gap between your current reality and your future desires. But goal setting isn't just about writing down what you want, it's about designing a step-by-step strategy to turn those desires into reality. 2.1. The power of SMART goals. You've likely heard of SMART goals before. They are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But what makes them so powerful is that they force you to be intentional with your goals. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, a smart goal might look like, I will increase my income by 20% in the next 12 months by signing 10 new clients, each paying $2,000. The beauty of SMART goals is that they break down the overwhelming task of achieving success into manageable chunks. They provide clarity, focus, and direction, giving you a concrete path forward. When you can measure your progress and see results, you're motivated to keep pushing. Actionable tip: take one big goal you have and turn it into a SMART goal. Break it down into smaller, actionable steps and assign a specific deadline for each. When you break your goals into bite-sized pieces, it becomes far less intimidating to take consistent action. 2.2. Consistency. The key to long-term success. Consistency is the magic ingredient that separates those who dream from those who achieve. When you're trying to take control of your future, consistency will allow you to build momentum, create habits, and develop the perseverance to stay on track. No action is too small when you commit to consistency. It's the compound effect of small, deliberate actions taken over time that creates extraordinary results. Look at Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. He didn't create the global giant that Amazon is today overnight. It started as an online bookstore, and Bezos faced many challenges and setbacks in the early days. But he remained consistent, constantly refining his approach, and gradually expanded Amazon into the e-commerce behemoth it is today. The key to his success was consistency, doing something every day to move closer to his goal. Actionable tip: commit to one small habit that you can do every day to move closer to your goal. Whether it's writing 500 words a day, making 5 networking calls, or working out for 30 minutes, choose one action and make it non-negotiable. Over time, you'll look back and realize how much progress you've made. Part 3. Overcoming challenges and adaptability. No journey towards success is without obstacles. The key to taking control of your future is not avoiding difficulties, it is learning how to embrace them and turn them into opportunities for growth. 3.1. Reframing obstacles as opportunities. Obstacles will arise on your path to success. That's inevitable. But how you reframe those challenges is the real game changer. You can see obstacles as roadblocks that prevent your progress, or you can view them as valuable learning experiences. When Oprah Winfrey started her career in television, she was told she wasn't fit for TV. She was fired from her first job as a news anchor because they said she didn't have the right presence. But instead of giving up, Oprah used that feedback to improve, eventually becoming one of the most influential figures in the world. Actionable tip: the next time you face a challenge, take a moment to pause and reframe it. Ask yourself, what is this obstacle teaching me? And how can I turn this into an opportunity to grow? 3.2. Flexibility and adaptability. Success is not always linear, and the ability to adapt is a powerful skill. Willingness to pivot when things aren't working is often what separates successful people from those who fall short. If you're too rigid, you'll miss opportunities that might be outside your original plan. Take Netflix as an example. Originally, it was a DVD rental service, but as technology evolved, so did Netflix. When streaming services started to rise in popularity, Netflix adapted, changing their model, and eventually becoming a global leader in the entertainment industry. Actionable tip: regularly assess your progress and be open to changing your approach. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to try a different strategy. Adaptability is essential for long-term success. Part 4. Sustaining success over time. Achieving success is one thing, but sustaining it requires ongoing commitment to growth, self-discipline, and adaptability. Success is not a one-time event but a continuous journey of improvement. 4.1. Lifelong learning and self-improvement. To ensure your future remains bright, you must commit to lifelong learning. The world is constantly evolving, and so are the demands of success. The best leaders, innovators, and creators are those who never stop learning. Consider Bill Gates. Despite having a fortune, Gates still dedicates a significant amount of his time to reading and learning. He credits his success to his relentless pursuit of knowledge. In fact, Gates reads about 50 books per year. Actionable tip: make it a habit to read for at least 30 minutes every day. Choose books that expand your knowledge, challenge your thinking, or inspire new ideas. Stay curious and committed to your personal growth. 4.2. Building positive habits. Your habits determine the person you will become. Positive habits build the foundation for long-term success, while negative habits can hold you back. Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His commitment to his workout routine, healthy eating, and disciplined schedule has become legendary. His consistency in maintaining these habits has been a major factor in his success, both in Hollywood and in his business ventures. Actionable tip. Identify one habit you could develop that would benefit your future. This could be waking up early, journaling, planning your day the night before, or exercising regularly. Start with small steps and remain consistent. Conclusion. Empowering yourself to control your future. In conclusion, taking control of your future is not about waiting for the perfect moment or relying on external circumstances. It's about taking responsibility for your life, making intentional choices, setting clear goals, and relentlessly pursuing those goals. Success is within your grasp, but it starts with believing in your ability to shape your destiny. The world won't always hand you success on a silver platter, but with the right mindset, clear goals, consistent action, adaptability, and a commitment to lifelong growth, you will build the life you've always dreamed of. Now is your time. Take control of your future and let nothing stand in your way.